What's going on, everybody? This will be theme and elaborations. We're going to do elaboration 4, 5, and 6 with a little bit of commentary at the end. So stay tuned, finger along with me. Make sure you have your music in front of you, and let's get to practicing. We're going to do all this a little bit under tempo just so you can follow along and make sure you hit all the right notes. All right, so a couple things that's going to help us get through the first part of this section. Again, using that A to B flat combination is really going to help us from the, especially when we get to a faster tempo. We really make sure we have the easy transition from A to B flat. There's a couple funky fingerings around measure 58, 59, and 60. So make sure you really think about, I'm using different B flats to suit the purposes. A sharp, 1 and 2, and side B for 58. And then it's easy if you're going really fast to go B flat using middle finger instead of the first, because you're going back to F sharp, and this is a little bit easier to think about this first or second finger and first finger up here for your B flat. Check the intention of your individual instruments. Sometimes it can make you a little bit flatter. Sometimes it can make you a little bit sharper. On my instrument, it actually brings me into pitch a little bit better. So I'm going to use this B flat, and it's a little bit easier to get to the F sharp from having already pressed this finger down. Everything else is going to be natural G to B natural next measure, so make sure you don't have this B flat pressed, and make sure you're thinking about on the last two measures using one side versus 1 and 2 versus a lot of extra fingering. So I'm going from G, 1 and 2 versus side B flat, B natural. Make sure you get the pinky down for the E flat F or E flat D sharp combination, and then you can use whatever B flat floats your boat for the last three notes. In this next section, the cadenza, you have so much time to push and pull tempo, so feel free to experiment. You don't have to do exactly what I did, obviously, but this is just my interpretation of what I liked, where I like to put some rubato, where I like to put some extra vibrato, where I like to hold things a little bit longer than the fermata might suggest. So feel free to experiment on your own. Dynamic contrast is great. Exaggerated makes them say you're doing too much versus did he do anything at all, or did she do anything at all. You really want to make the people say that's a lot, that's great, I hear it versus I don't know if they did anything. Don't be afraid to experiment. Again, this is theme and elaborations. This was the 4th, fifth and sixth elaboration. Hope you had a good time with this video. Hope it was helpful. Leave some comments below if you would like to see something else, or if you'd like to give some comments about what you saw in this video. Happy practicing, everyone.